Welcome
to Hustle Unfiltered.
Hey, it's Hustle Unfiltered, raw and true. Every setback, every breakthrough, from sidekicks to empire builders. These are the stories of the dream fulfillers. Hustle Unfiltered, Hustle Unfiltered, the truth behind the game.
the talks we've had about this moment.
Our first podcast.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I need to remember to talk into the microphone.
Yeah. Not everything works out.
Trial run. I'm
Trial
going with the
run. Trial and error. And also we may have like 7 different devices, different things
Yeah.
are plugged into right now. So you might right now only be hearing Vic. Or you might only be hearing me.
You might hear neither of us. There's a high
Absolutely.
possibility. I'm very technologically,
Yeah.
I can't even say it, inept.
Yeah. I thought I was better than I am.
No, you are
clearly.
very good.
I could do the editing bit, but clearly this bit I did not Google enough, as we said.
Yeah, I have all the gear, no idea. With absolutely everything in
Amen.
life.
Oh,
if I'm
that's
honest.
the best way to put that for sure.
So,
Victoria, we're here today because of you. So
We
talk
are.
to me. Where did Hustle Unfiltered come from?
where was I when I thought about Hustle Unfiltered?
On the toilet.
Literally, probably. I was driving home. I was actually driving home from the yard,
No.
and I thought, you know what? I need something new in my life. New venture, something that's a little bit different. If it comes to something, brilliant. If it doesn't, it's a bit of fun. Already have a whole guest list of people that I want to come on the podcast. Eve wants to come on the podcast, and they want to come on the podcast, which is brilliant. There's a lot of interesting people in my life that you know, that I know. I want to talk about how they got and why they got to where they are in life. Some of them are employed, some of them are self-employed, business owners in all different industries. I can't tell you, like, my friendship group is not, we all have the same hobbies, we all have the same likes and dislikes, we're all so different. Is that the same
Yeah,
for
100%.
you?
I think it's funny to see who comes out of like school with you, because you really see what you need to actually just connect with people. But that's what makes life more interesting.
Absolutely.
If everyone agreed on the same things, just it would be boring. Life, there'd be nothing to discuss.
And if everyone behaved the same as well. Like, there's so many different personalities. Like, this is so... 3 years ago, if it wasn't for my partner, I would not be sat here doing this.
Which is crazy if you think
It
about
is, yeah. Like, I was insecure, no self-confidence. I can't say that I'm the most confident and secure person now, obviously, but
we're getting there. It's a journey.
progress. And if you asked me 3 years ago, would you think of doing a podcast? No. Like, I have so many that I listen to on Spotify of, again, there isn't a like specific genre that I listen to. It's business, general life, weight loss,
Gossip.
healthy living, gossip.
Oh, it's my fave.
And also, like, I'm 30.
Which is madness.
You're
as well.
obviously a lot younger
Well,
than me.
I'm only 10 years younger. Only 10 years younger.
It feels like I was 20 literally 2 years ago. I could not tell you where this time has gone.
No, 10
Like,
years.
it goes so fast.
But I think that's so magical. It's like we are 2 ends of the spectrum, and it's like we still have so much in common. Like you're saying, 3 years ago, I was sitting for exams. Like
That's so weird.
I'm so
That's
sorry to
so
say that.
strange.
But like I was sitting taking my exams.
What, like,
If you were
A-levels?
A-levels, yeah.
Goodness.
It's got to be 3 years now.
They've even changed all of that now, though.
Oh
Like,
my
it's not
god, yeah.
A, B, C, D, E, F,
No.
whatever. It's 1, 2...
So while I was doing it, A levels went back to letters, but
That's crazy.
GCSEs was all numbers.
Yeah.
But no, I wouldn't have known that I'd be sat here right now. Are you kidding me? Oh, but thank the Lord I am.
It's just like the world, everything is for you, comes for you. And I, between the age of 20 and 30, there's been a lot of curveballs. There's been a lot of tears, anger, happiness, like just every single emotion. And like 5 years ago, I was answering 909 calls for the police, right? And did everything by the book. Now, would I ever go back to that job? you could not pay me all the money in the world for various different reasons. When I was sat there on a night shift at 6 o'clock in the morning, did I think that in like 5 years later I'd be a business owner doing a podcast, like all these exciting ventures ahead of me?
Yeah.
No. Obviously this is where I was meant to be going with life.
For sure. And if anything, it's like that experience that has actually sent you the completely opposite direction.
Yeah.
Because this is where you need to be.
Yeah. Which is crazy.
Yeah.
The whole thing is crazy. But exciting.
Yeah.
Exciting. And I think that's kind of like, my life has been a whirlwind. So much has happened, so much I still want to happen, obviously, and I'm still very like young. But I want to talk to everybody else about like, my life is completely different to your life. Your life is not going to go, your next 10 years are not going to be the same as mine. And even though, you know, we're very close friends, that it still doesn't mean that you're going to follow what I did. And you know, and I find it so interesting.
It's awesome, because it's like, you can't write your own path, but you can't write tens of thousands of other people's paths.
Exactly.
Either. You know, you have no idea what's going to happen.
And you see so much on social media where life is perfect. Like, unless it's for a bit of drama, that I am guilty of a good Facebook stalk to kind of read
Instagram stalk.
You know, Facebook
So 10
statuses.
years right there. We will be doing a video that's focusing on Victoria's life. Do you want to be addressed as Victoria or Vic or Vicky?
Not Vicky. I've
Not Vicky,
grown
we're
out of Vicky.
I hope you've noticed that I have not called you Vicky.
No, you
since
haven't.
You're in people's phones as Vicky. How does that make you feel?
But is it Vicky? Is it Vikki? Is it like...
Oh, I didn't think of that. So when I first met you and you were first in my phone, you were Vicky. You're now Vic.
Yeah.
You've been changed to Vic.
So, but how weird is that? Because this time last year, I was Vicky.
You were fully Vicky.
Whereas now I'm like...
Yeah.
I don't want to be that. I want to be called my name. But then if a year ago people would call me Victoria, I'd be like, are you my dad? Why are you shouting at me
right now?
Why am I in trouble? Again, is that something as I've grown up, as I've matured? Do I like so much?
That's it.
And I'm not the only one that feels that way.
Yeah.
Like, and I want to talk to people about real life stuff.
Exactly.
Like, that's where I was going with the social media, is everyone puts like this perfect little world and everything's great, only show the good bits. What about the bad bits? Because everyone is human, and I want to know about the tears, the sweat, the, you know, financial up and downs, all of it, to get to where you are now, but where you also want to be in the future as well.
For sure.
Like, life changes daily. You never know what's like. You don't have control of the future. Well, you do have control of the future. You don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. But you like, the past is in the past. And I find that so interesting about people.
It's that rule of thumb, like, you can meet someone at the supermarket and they've just jumped off a ship like the day before, like, or someone's just saved someone else's life, or someone's like going through this major crisis, someone else's mum's in hospital, like you have no, like, genuinely no idea what could be in someone's life
and
when you don't know them.
You don't know that about people either. You
Yeah.
could walk past someone in Waitrose and not know, like, they could have just had the worst news of their life.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Or
you
the
don't know
best
that.
news.
Or the best news.
Yeah.
They could be celebrating. They could be buying that bottle of wine for a celebration.
Exactly. And it's fascinating, and
It
it's
is.
I always make a joke about character development, but actually it's so true. Like, every little tiniest thing that can happen to you can affect you, like, the biggest amount. It's a ripple effect, isn't it? Like, something so small can actually create, like, make you a certain type of person forevermore. And like, it's like finding those building blocks, like, where did they come from? Like, what about your family, like your upbringing? Everyone says like your upbringing is so important of how you then, like, what type of person you become. So it's like, what's happened to someone individually to then make them end up in a certain role or position.
And also, it's like the old tradition back in the day, if your parents built a business, it was like a tradition that you'd take over that business. It was also almost sometimes forced upon people.
Quite,
that they'd feel that pressure that, say, you know, their father had made this really well-known engineering company, that they'd have to go into that, they'd have to learn that at school, they'd have to do that at college. Why are people being forced to do things that they don't want to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, life is so short, and I think that's becoming more and more apparent. Again, I don't know if that's an age thing, but it is becoming more and more apparent, and I don't want to take that for granted.
Yeah.
And kind of live every day to its fullest.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, no time for bullshit, no time for drama, don't want it, not interested.
Exactly.
If something happens, you deal with it, you move on.
Amen.
Leave it behind.
Amen.
Like, it's not worth
No.
the stress. And I wish I had someone telling me that 5 years ago. I really do.
But
I
I
really
think
do.
There is also an element of it that there is so many like motivational podcasts out there and people saying like all these things,
Yeah.
but it's so hard to hear all of that and like genuinely just go, yeah, like, I believe that, because there's so many other, you know, instances and things happening in people's lives
Yeah,
where actually it can turn it back on yourself.
It's overwhelming. And also you then get into a spiral of comparison, and you think, okay, well, that lady's 26 and she's a multimillionaire and she's got 5 businesses and she's so successful. She goes on a holiday whenever she wants. She like drives around a flash car, and then you think, why am I not there?
Yeah, precisely.
And that is like a spiral
Yeah.
of, so actually they're beneficial because they're motivating, and you can aspire to be in that position.
I would rather listen to someone who said, yes, I have had 10,000 struggles, but look where I am now, to then go, actually, right, that's okay. To struggle is okay, because you can. There's still an end goal. You know, you can still get to a certain point of success or happiness, whatever it is, and have struggles along the way. That's part of it.
Yeah.
You know, I love the whole essence of learning from your mistakes. I love that, because for so long, like growing up, I'd hate the idea of making mistakes, and I'd absolutely hate it. And then it was like literally just one day it clicked, and I think a lot of that came from like the studying acting, because it was like you have to make a mistake to know you're doing wrong, like to know you want to do something better. And also the stress of when you make a mistake in something, it just shows you that you care.
Yeah.
And I think that's so magical that we as silly little humans care so much about, like, did I hold the door open for that elderly woman walking behind me? Do you know what I mean? That we stress so much about like little things, and that actually we could just flip it around, and it's all about who we are, and then it's like creating who we are as a person.
Yeah.
I think that was a whole load of like just waffle.
There's just so many topics that we are going to discuss. Like,
exactly.
So many different things, so many interesting people. Like, we have interesting stories to tell as well. There is just going to be so much on this podcast. And it's, you know, Hustle Unfiltered.
Yeah. What is Hustle Unfiltered? We haven't even answered that. What is Hustle Unfiltered?
Do we even know?
I think, you know what I love, because you said this to me, which I'm just fixing my hair. Because you said this to me, was that there are so many podcasts out there that are just for celebrities.
Yes.
And that's...
What about little individual old people?
What
like
about,
us?
you know what? What about little old Ralph from the corner, you know? What about him? Everyday people have made so much success of themselves to become an entrepreneur or running their own business or groveling from the ground up, that actually deserve some recognition. It's to focus in on these people that have done great things that aren't celebrities, but they are a doctor that has saved hundreds of lives, or they've literally built a business from the ground up. You know, it's looking at those type of people that is like one of those realistic goals in that essence,
and that don't aspire to be in the public eye, but also want their story to be heard
100%,
and kind of told. And it is, you know, unless you are an avid podcast listener and you know of hundreds and thousands of people that do a podcast, because hundreds of thousands of people do a podcast, like, you know, it's becoming a very, very popular thing to do.
We're jumping on the bandwagon.
But you straight away think, oh, staying relevant. That's Sam Thompson and Pete Wicks.
Absolutely.
You know, Grace Beverley.
Do we get copyrighted for saying things like that? Oh, we're not big enough for that. That's okay.
If they want to join the podcast.
Hey guys. Do you want to jump on it?
Just a subtle hint.
With our sheep.
And Grace Beverley, you know, there's so many different successes. Yeah, she's incredible. But so many people that are already known.
Yeah.
What about little old us?
Yeah, exactly.
Why can't our stories be out there? Why can't we talk about? Why can't we just come on here and waffle about how we feel one day?
Amen.
It's like
I think
therapy.
That's what we're literally going to be doing.
Yeah,
though. That's
literally therapy. And hopefully some people might, go for a
Listen,
run.
you
We
know,
might motivate someone to go for a run.
Someone go
and
for a
listen to us
run, or
waffle.
even just if this is what sends you to sleep.
Yeah.
Okay, we're not
That's
mad.
probably more
We're
the
not mad about it.
Yeah.
Because she's got a lovely voice.
Some may say it's monotone.
So- oh my god, I got shivers. Stop it. Stop it.
But I think, in a nutshell,
Should we explain like the setup? So what it's going to be? So
yeah. So,
most likely I will be behind the camera, doing the marketing bits and editing bits.
because she is very good at that, much better than I ever will be.
Well, this links up to one of my adventures for 2026, but we can come on to that at a later date. Yeah, Vic, you'll be like interviewing people.
I will be interviewing people. Yeah. So as I said at the very beginning, words.
Ding, 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 ding.
There is a guest list that I have put together, and I have already spoken to people about.
Yes.
So many, thrilled by the response.
Honestly, it has been so good.
And I cannot wait to get these people on this podcast.
Yeah.
Whether there is going to be any structure in the conversations, I don't know.
Just gonna let her run.
But we are going to go off topic so many times, and it's not all going to be about business and kind of feelings and stuff. It's going to be just everything.
Yeah.
What did you have for breakfast?
Exactly.
I didn't have breakfast, but okay.
I don't really eat breakfast. I like
People should.
brunch.
Apparently you should.
The biggest meal of the day.
We won't be giving any health tips on this
Jack.
podcast.
Absolutely not. What am I eating today? I had a wrap. I did
Oh, that's
actually I
good.
had a wrap
Yeah,
for
progress.
lunch and an almond croissant.
I mean, I'd die instantly,
I-
but
You would. God. Nut allergies, guys.
Honestly.
They're fucking everywhere. Seriously. What's
play
that
for
about?
life.
What's
Very
that
annoying. Very annoying.
I got her chocolates for Christmas that had nuts in them.
Luckily, Tom was able to eat them all, which he did.
We're gonna go out for drinks and no nuts, okay, to make up for the Christmas present.
I love that. So yeah, in a nutshell,
what
welcome
we're
to
doing.
Hustle Unfiltered. This is our current setup.
Yes.
Watch this space, basically.
Watch your space, baby.
Yeah.
Amen.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.